name is Warren Krieger, and I am on the board of directors of the Lake Mills Aztalan Historical Society. We are now standing in downtown Aztalan in front of the Ashland Museum. The Ashland Museum was built in 1852 as a Baptist church, and this organization was established in 1941 for the sole purpose of preserving this building as the last remaining structure in Ashland. Ashland was a thriving community at one time. It had a blacksmith shop, a brickyard, a hotel. Unfortunately, the railroad bypassed Ashland and went to Lake Mills instead. Lake Mills thrived and Ashland died. So this is the last remaining structure from those days over 150 years ago, roughly. The Lake Mills Aztalan Historical Society was established in 1941 to preserve this building and other buildings from this area. In 1942, the Ashland Museum opened after they had preserved this building by putting on a new roof and installing new windows. In addition to preserving the church, the Society acquired several collections of ancient Indian artifacts from the Mississippian Indians who once lived in Aztalan between 800 and 1200 AD, as well as historical artifacts of the early pioneer times of Aztalan and Lake Mills. The museum site opened in 1942 and quickly grew into a historical village where additional structures were moved to the site from adjoining townships, including 3 log cabins dating between 1843 to 1867, a granary, a Moravian church constructed of logs, and a red brick one-room schoolhouse original to the site, which was built in 1917. All this is staged to represent the era from which they came. On the museum grounds, one can also view the Princess Mound, a unique burial mound of a young woman whom upon her interment was draped with strands containing thousands of shell beads, and is the northernmost mound in a series of small conical mounds that lay north and south from the museum site to our neighbor, Aztalan State Park. Ancient Indian artifacts on display within our museum include some of the aforementioned shell beads, Aztalan brick, which was used by the Aztalan people to construct their palisades, various arrow points and tools, copper pieces, pottery, and even a remnant of an original post from the iconic palisade. The museum has a wide array of historical artifacts special to the local history, including antique carpenter tools, some of which were donated by former Wisconsin State Supreme Court Judge Connor Hansen, who once lived in Lake Mills. Area photos of places in Aztalan and Lake Mills, including several homes and businesses of our early settlers, photos of memorable individuals from our past, early copies of local newspapers, clothing representing several eras of our history, musical instruments from our early city band members, maps and household items, most of which were once owned and used by Lake Mills and Aztalan people and donated by their families. Every year in July, the Society hosts its annual picnic, Aztalan Day, at the museum site. This originated in 1967. It gives visitors an opportunity to observe volunteers demonstrating historical crafts or trades, including wool spinning, lace making, blacksmithing, and carpentry. Music from various artists entertain visitors while they enjoy delicious food, including our signature homemade pies and ice cream. The museum site is located at the corners of County Trunk Highway Q and B in Aztalan, 2 miles east of Lake Mills. The site is open May 15th through the last weekend of September and is open on Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, as well as during special events such as Halloween Harvest in October, where children and adults can trick-or-treat among our historic buildings. Normal hours are Thursday through Sunday, 12 noon to 4 o'clock. However, arrangements can be made for private visits from large groups or schools. Admission is $5 for adults, $3 for senior citizens and students. Children under 5 are free. Annual memberships are available for families at $15 and individuals for $10, giving members the benefits of free admission to scheduled events and the museum site during normal operation hours for the issued year, as well as the opportunity to serve as a member of the Society's Board of Directors in addition to supporting the Society in preserving and sharing local history. Individual lifetime memberships are also available with a donation of $100 or more. The Society is a 100% volunteer 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization which does not receive funding from governmental sources but rather relies on the generosity of donors, proceeds from visitors, volunteers, and fundraising to maintain the historic structures and collections of the Society.